either vibe with the song or you don't, or you listen to it 216 times and then you vibe with it. You know, shit happens.
cockatoo.
Hi, welcome. So today's video is super exciting because I'm going to be reviewing some recent comebacks and even a debut. So please keep in mind that just because I don't particularly vibe with the song doesn't mean that the song itself is actually bad. When I released my honest thoughts on Everglow's comeback, I was expecting, the vast majority of people to be on board with my thoughts. Turns out there were a lot of people who actually hated the song, and I was shocked to find out that there are people in this world who have differing opinions to me. It was a life lesson in and of itself. So, if I don't vibe with a particular song that you yourself have fallen deeply in love with, don't take it to heart. This is just my personal opinion on all of these comebacks and one debut. So, we will be talking about ANS, Say My Name, Gfriend, Crossroad, Signature's Nun Na Na Na, and Luna's So What. So let's get started, but before we get into that, you know what I'm gonna say. We're almost there. We're almost at 100K. If you want to be part of the cool people gang, the people who were here before 100K, click that subscribe button because after 100K, things are gonna change. I can't promise I won't sell out. Let's start off with ANS Say My Name. And right off the bat, a lot of people were comparing this song to Everglow's Adios, and which is really funny because Adios was really compared to Kill This Love by Blackpink. Meanwhile, all us second-gen stans are in a corner knowing full well that After School invented this concept. But I digress. So when I first heard this song, I honestly did not think of Everglow at all. But after hearing about how people were comparing the songs side by side, I can kind of see the similarity. I mean, both songs start out with this kind of high-pitch beat, and then they both have a very soft pre-chorus and a beat drop. But that's kind of it. I mean, I guess you can kind of compare the outfits as well. They both have these white-type suits. But other than those similarities, I didn't mind the song at all, and I think it's actually my favorite out of all of the comebacks and a debut that we will be talking about today. Let's take a minute to talk about the outfits. So, these white suit-like outfits honestly reminded me first of all of Black, and then they reminded me of Dreamcatcher, and then they reminded me of ATEEZ. They did, however, have these really cool black and red leather outfits that I personally like because they played with different textures and it added, a point of interest. And it's also a trend that I predicted, so, I don't know. I'm not implying anything, but so then we have these sparkly velvet outfits, which are again two trends that I'm predicting are going to be really big this year. Particularly blue velvet, which is part of my ATEEZ answer roasting outfits video that is coming up next week. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I feel like you guys let any of my boy group content fail, which is, it's fine. I would do the same. But for all the 18s out there or the alleged 18s out there who are excited for that, leave it down in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to be there. Lastly, we are going to be talking about the dance. So I definitely appreciated the dance, and I think it's very pleasing to the eyes. But not only that, I also appreciate their performance. So the only reason I actually checked out ANS is because the person who took over Baiji's Instagram account told me to, because she said that you could hear them singing live. And I was like, okay, I'm down for, if potentially third gen transitioning to fourth gen group singing live. Let's check this out. And I did, and I really appreciated the performance. There was this one girl, I'm not sure what her name is, but she screamed, "Let's go." And she was wearing a face mic and I could hear her so clearly. And I thought that was absolutely beautiful. Let's go. Plus they have really great energy. So I just wanted to point that out and tell you guys that I appreciate that. Okay, moving on to Gfriend's Crossroad. So let's talk a little bit about my expectations, because quite frankly, they were really high. I took an interest in Gfriend after Fever because I loved Fever. I loved the outfits. I loved the song. It was very much a comeback that I was on board with. And from Fever, I got into a few of their other songs, and I find that the vast majority of their songs evoke this whimsical feeling. So for the song itself, I mean, it doesn't sound terrible by any means, and it does in part maintain this whimsical feeling as I've expressed just 2 seconds ago, and it's definitely a familiar Gfriend sound. It just wasn't particularly my cup of tea, but after watching about 100 TikToks, I'm starting to think it is. But I do have to say, I did check out their B-side track, Labyrinth, and I really did like that. Moving on to the outfits. So the music video did feature a lot of retro styles, and I like that, but I'm not entirely sure that this is going to set the tone for this comeback, since as filming right now, they've only had one music show performance. And in that music show performance, they had these schoolgirl-inspired outfits, and usually I hate that. You can check out my twice outfit ranking video that I did with Kpop Shake, and I hate schoolgirl outfits. But this is kind of the exception because they played with different textures, kind of rougher textures like leather, and they played with a lot darker colors. So you have this kind of goth feel to the outfits that I really love. So I did like these schoolgirl inspired outfits because they went in just like a different direction that I feel like we're not really used to seeing. As for the music video, I think it's really cute, and I love that there is a storyline and a potential theory that can go along with it. My brain kind of hurts right now, so we're not going to get too much into that. But that's kind of what's fun about it, right? You can go back to the music video and watch it over and over again, and you can keep on trying to figure out what the theory really is. And I think that's a really cool aspect. But also I wanted to point out, because it seems like a very serious music video, right? And they have these filters to make it seem kind of toned down a little bit in color. And then all of a sudden there's this serious scene, and you look at the picture frame and it's just won the K. It just threw me off and gave me quite a chuckle. Let's move on to a debut with Cignature's Nun Na 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 Na. How many nas are there? Nun Na Na Na. Right off the bat, my expectations were that this is going to be really great. A lot of people hyped this up. You need to check out this debut. So I did. And I have to admit that the song itself was good. I don't hate it. I do think it's catchy, but it's not really a song that I personally vibed with. I did like the pre-chorus a lot. And I did really like the Mayday Mayday part. I thought that was really cute. Moving on to outfits. So some of the outfits were a little bit mediocre for me, but some of them gave me 21 vibes. So that was kind of exciting. Otherwise, I feel like the outfit vibes were kind of this mix of Twice's Knock Knock. No, it just was Twice's Knock Knock. But then the overall vibe of perhaps the music video and a little bit of the sound was also mixed in with a little bit of Red Velvet. And Markley Spears is probably going to murder me for saying that. But what is she going to do? Tweet about it? She's just a 2010 K-pop stan. Can you imagine? The music video. So it was an interesting concept, and I was kind of blown away a little bit. It definitely piqued my interest. It kind of starts out super cute because they say something, I forget what they said. I'm gonna rock your world. No, I'm gonna show you something interesting. I really don't remember what they said. But then it switches and you think it's gonna be more girl crush. But then it gets super cute again. So it's this mixture of girl crush and a cute concept. And I thought that was very interesting. And though there was no storyline, there was definitely a lot of cool effects, a lot of cool colors, a lot of cool elements that definitely kept me interested in the music video throughout its entirety. Okay, we're going to talk about Loona now, and I'm really scared because I feel, people have done really odd things to get me to stan Loona. Someone wrote a fanfic about me. It was a little bit terrifying, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. So in terms of expectations, yeah, I had ginormous expectations because people were hyping this up so much. I was getting messages every day, comments every day, you need to check out Loona's comeback, and I was really on board. And I was really excited. And I'll be really honest, with a name like Loona and also, their Korean name. I think their Korean name sounds whimsical. I need a new word for whimsical. Leave it down in the comments below, some synonyms. I was expecting this moon type theme, I was just envisioning their previous songs as having this moon theme, of having just these blue tints or these purple tints, or does that even make any sense? I was expecting something along those lines of just having 100% this moon theme. It was in my head for some reason. And at the start, I was kind of feeling that. They were saying, do not accept the fate of the moon. And I was like, ooh, that's really poetic. I like that. But anyways, we'll get back to that later. The song itself. So I personally think it reminds me of an ITZY song. And I don't think that ITZY owns this concept of having these very, bubbly chanting like chorus. Absolutely not. I was just not really envisioning this for Loona given my preconceived notions. And me expecting this dark moon theme from Loona, which is totally unfair of me to have thought that, I was expecting something a little darker. So it was a bit confusing to me because like Cignature's debut, this song kind of mixed a lot of different opposing elements. You know, one minute you had some rapping and it felt really hardcore, and then the next minute you had these chanting fluffy elements. So I guess I'm just left not knowing 100% what Loona's theme really is, because the song itself just felt very diverse to me. Let's take a minute to talk about denim. Actually, we're not going to go there. Just know that I've acknowledged the presence of too much denim. But like, don't get me wrong, I did not hate this comeback by any means. In fact, I'm actually like really intrigued to kind of get to know their storyline or theories a little bit better, especially just given the moon theme that we've kind of saw a hint of in this music video. So yeah, leave down in the comments below if you still love and support me after that. I mean, I don't hate any of these songs. None of these songs are terrible. Even from my own faves, there's songs that I'm just like, oh, what the fuck was that? You know, you either vibe with the song or you don't, or you listen to it 216 times and then you vibe with it. You know, shit happens. I'm gonna end this video here. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click that bell to be notified. If you like this type of video, definitely make sure to let me know if you want me to continue reviewing songs or if you think this is too mean. Anyways, bye!